Hey everyone, so today I'm going to show you a little bit how to make your Instagram stories your secret weapon on social media. So I use Instagram stories in and out. They're my absolute favorite thing. I actually post on my Instagram stories and get more engagement on there, a lot more than my profile. Now, there's a difference between your Instagram stories and your profile. Your Instagram stories are going to be these little circles up here at the top of your screen, while your profile is going to be over here on your right hand side, and this is where you post photos that last longer. Well, they last as long as you want. Your Instagram stories last only 24 hours and then they disappear. So this is just a little tutorial on how to use them, and you're going to see how amazing they are. And again, they're the best. You should be using your Instagram stories. You should be posting on them at least 5 times a day. So when you swipe open to your Instagram stories, the first thing you're going to see at the bottom is the different tabs that you can select, and these are all kind of different options of different creative posts that you can do in your stories. So you can do videos or photos. The first one's going to be normal, and when you click the circle, it's going to just take a photo, and if you hold your finger down on the button, it's going to record a video. Now, if you go to the left, the first one over to the left is going to be your live video section. And when you're in there, you can actually do a live video just like you can do on Facebook Live. And the cool thing about the live video on Instagram is you can actually now do a live video with more than one person. So, say you're doing an open house and you're going to go and show the inside of the house, and you also want to talk about it. Well, you can have someone filming the rooms of the house, and you can stay outside speaking about each room. So then you're not walking through taking a selfie and it's all shaky, so people don't actually see the room. So you could do the split screen, have 2 people on the video, and have someone come and help you out for that. The next thing over is going to be type. Now, sometimes when you're on your stories, you don't always want to take a picture or post a video. You want to just write things, whether that's Happy Friday or, hope you're having a good week, or you're asking a question. That's where you can do that. So on type, you can choose your fonts up here on the top, and you can change the colors of it over here on the bottom left. So going back to the right, so we remember it opens up on normal. The next thing over from normal is going to be boomerang. And so what boomerang is basically a short 2-second video that's on repeat. So if I was doing a boomerang of this, I'll go like this. So I'd click it, and then I can scroll through. So as you can see, my boomerang is just that quick little 2-second, or maybe it's not even 2 second, it could be 1 second. And it puts it on repeat, like on a loop. So anytime you take a video or a boomerang or anything, just an FYI, in order to close out of it, if you don't like it and you want to delete it, click this plus or the X on the top left corner. So the next thing over is going to be super zoom, and what this allows you to do is sort of zoom in, and it will create a little fun effect to it. So you're probably thinking this is pretty silly. Why would I want to do this? But let me tell you, the whole point of being on your Instagram stories is to be authentic, to post in real time, and to be the real you, because it's behind the scenes. Now, in the first place, people don't follow Instagram business profiles unless they really want to get to know the real you, because it is a lot more of a personal platform than just like LinkedIn, where it's a lot more business, and then Facebook, where, Facebook's kind of becoming a little spammy, but on Instagram, it's definitely a more personal platform. So with that being said, it's okay to be posting all these silly, goofy, photos and videos in your Instagram stories, because people really want to see the behind the scenes. So all these large companies like Nike or Macy's or Nordstrom's, they all have these immaculate Instagram profiles, right? And they're posting the very best photos. So I always say on your profile, that's supposed to be your storefront, the window of your store, it's the best photos you've ever taken. They're edited, they have filters on them, they look the best. It's your storefront. And then on your Instagram stories, these are going to be your behind the scenes, the goofy side, the fun side, showing you the real sides of the business. So when you're doing super zoom, yes, it's funny, But people like that. People love watching funny things. So you can choose what you want. There's a few different options, but they're just silly little ways to be creative inside of your stories. When you are in your stories, another reason why you want to continuously be posting these fun videos is because it's memorable, and you want to be able to connect with people on like a personal level because it creates trust, and you obviously need your clients to trust you. So if you're posting things that are memorable, it's going to make people want to come back to your page and see those items over and over. So the next thing is rewind, and this is funny because, I mean, it's just like another funny tool, but like if I were to drop this, it would look like this, like it was flying back into my hand. And so see how that's like clever. I mean, it's silly, but it's clever. And then the next thing over is going to be hands-free. So I love hands-free because, and if you're someone that likes to do a lot of video, you'll love hands-free. So say you're standing in an open house and you want to talk about it, but you don't necessarily want to hold your phone. You can grab a tripod from Amazon for like $20, or even you can just put your phone up against, a wall somewhere so it doesn't fall over, sitting like on the counter. And if you hold your finger down on hands-free, hold it down, then it starts to count down from 3, 2, 1. And so the next thing it's going to do is record your 15-second video. So now you don't have to stand here, and do the video while taking a selfie and it's shaky and doesn't look good. You can actually set your phone down, take a step back and record your video, making it look a lot more professional than, again, just taking it in a selfie. So another cool feature that you guys should know about is going to be, you don't have to always take pictures and post pictures like right in real time. You can post them from like a week ago or even 10 years ago. All you have to do is come into your photo album section on the bottom left, and it's going to pull up all of the pictures you have in your camera roll. So that's pretty cool. And again, you can go and find any image you want and click on it. Now you're going to have this date that pops up, which is really ugly if it wasn't taken like day of. But anything you want to delete that's on your screen, you simply put your finger on it and drag it to the trash can. Okay? And so I'm going to show you a few little cool features that are actually in the whole like designing creative part of it. So say we wanted to post this picture. So here's a few little tools that I like. This little pen tool up top is one of my favorites for giving a transparent layer over an image. So I like to do it when I'm trying to like write on top of an image and I don't want the whole image to show, because whenever you're writing, sometimes it gets blurred out and you can't see it as well because the background is such a powerful picture. So you're going to click onto this highlighter section right here. It's not the pen tool, it's the highlighter. It's the second one in. And you can choose any color you want. So if you want this full color bar, all you have to do is take your finger and put it on any of these colors and hold it down, and it'll bring up this giant toolbar. So you have tons of colors. Okay, another thing you can do, say you want to take a color that's from the image, you can actually click this little color picker on the bottom left, and you can put the color anywhere on the screen to take, some of the color from the image. Obviously, this image doesn't have a lot of color options, but some of the more colorful photos, it's really cool because, you can actually take a color from the image. So for now, I'm going to use my color bar right here. And let's see. Okay, so in order to get that transparent color layer over the image like I was talking about, once you found your color, you're going to take your finger and hold it on the screen, and it's going to automatically give you this transparent layer, okay? And it looks really good. Now, if you were doing the pen tool and you did the same thing, it's gonna make it a whole like background. Like it's gonna cover up the whole entire image. So be careful. If it's not working for you, make sure you're doing it on the highlighter, which is again the second one in. And I love that tool. I think it's great. So if I'm trying to like make an emphasis on something in the photo, I would do this, and then I would take this the eraser tool, which is the fourth one in, and I'd make it bigger from this tool on the left, and I can go in and like erase certain parts. So that's kind of fun. Okay, let's see. So the next thing you have is going to be these like writing your fonts. So you can either click on the A in the top right hand corner, or you can just tap anywhere on the screen at this point. And we're gonna start by saying hello Monday. Okay, so now we have what we want written out, and we can change the font by clicking up here at the very top. It'll change from strong, classic, modern, neon, and typewriter. Those are all your fonts. Now, with a few of the fonts, you actually can use this little like font background tool, I guess, and it's this little A on the top left. If you click that, it gives you a little background on your writing. So now I'm going to show you the few that have that. So classic has 2 options for that. Modern doesn't have that. Neon doesn't have that. Typewriter does. And then strong. But the cool thing about it is if you want to change the color of that, you can just by, going back on here and finding the color that you like. But once you've done that and you've found your color, you can actually go as far as just changing one of the words to have a different colored font just by simply highlighting it and choosing a different color for it. So that's kind of cool. So once you have what it is that you want to work with, oops, it changed mine when I tapped out of it. You can actually make it smaller on the screen by pinching your fingers. If you want to make it bigger, pinch out. And if you want to turn it, you just use your 2 fingers and move it around on the screen. Okay? So I always say anything that is fun on your Instagram, on your stories, anything that's fun is in this smiley face. So in here you have your location, your mention, your hashtag, your GIF, you have your poll options, your rates, your questions, all that fun stuff is in there. So anytime you're doing an Instagram story, please remember to always put on your location, because whenever people are searching out different locations on Instagram, it's going to pull up on the location feed on Instagram, which is pretty cool. Okay. So once you choose a location, you could tap on it and it will choose between 3 different colors. And oops, back up to the smiley face. So now we're going to mention someone. So I'm going to go ahead and mention American Title. Oops, East Valley. Let's mention them. Cool. And again, if you tap on it, it changes the colors of it. And back up to the smiley. Now we're going to do a hashtag, because hashtags also come up with their own hashtag page, just like the location page does. And then again, if you tap on it, it changes the colors. Okay, so now we have this. And now we're going to add a little GIF to it. And so whenever you click on this, these are like the cutesy little animations. So I'm going to type in dance, because I love this dancing pigeon. I think he's very funny. Okay, so once you are done with your the image that you want to post, or the video that you want to post on your story, you simply come down to the bottom and hit your story. Now, if you want to send it to specific people, you can click send to, and you can choose between all the people that you follow. You can type in names, or you can send it to a group or whatever, and you can also share it to your profile from there. So now we're going to hit done. So this is what it looks like once it loads. I'm going to show you what it looks like for the hashtag page and the location page as well. So cool. So if anybody comes to my page and they click on Scottsdale from my story, it's going to bring up the whole entire Scottsdale Instagram profile pictures and stories. So on the very top, you see this circle for Scottsdale. These are going to be all of the stories that are happening anywhere in Scottsdale during this time. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So obviously you want to post with your location so that you have a chance to be put onto the Scottsdale's Instagram story page, because it gives you a bigger option to be found. And then the same thing goes with the hashtag. So obviously this is a smaller hashtag, but you could hashtag things that are trending. The new Apple phone got released this last week, so we could go and hashtag Apple or hashtag iPhone XS or whatever. Anything that you think may be trending, try to use those hashtags, because then you can pull up on these feeds. Now, obviously, this hashtag isn't trending, so we don't have a big group of people posting with the Instagram story. But if we did, we'd have that same circle here up top, and we'd be able to see, anyone that is posting with that hashtag. Okay, so if you posted a photo that you wanted to delete, all you have to do is tap on, oops, close down to this. All you have to do is tap on, oh my gosh, is the three dots on the bottom corner. This is more, and then you hit delete. So since I don't want to keep that up there, I'm going to delete it. Another cool feature are the polls option. Now, I just want to show you beforehand, this is what it looks like on the back side. So if people are voting on your polls, you simply, click this little seen by on the bottom left corner, and it's going to show you the people that are choosing between what option you gave for your poll for whatever reason that you posted on your story. Now, when you're taking a poll, you simply take the photo or upload the photo or video that you want and click back on the smiley face, because everything fun's in the smiley, and you click on poll. Okay, so on poll, I personally don't like to have to type my question in there just because I like using the fonts for it. So I'm going to put on my poll and say, are you having a good Monday? Okay, and obviously you'd want to do, a better looking, here, let's take this color, writing for this. And then on here, you actually have the option to not have it just say yes or no. You can put whatever you want. You can even add emojis in there. So we're going to say yes, and we're going to say no with the thumb down. Okay? And anytime you add emojis to anything, if you guys know, it actually really helps you get more engagement on your posts, just because emojis are very visually appealing and they draw your eye in, and everybody loves emojis. Like, who doesn't love emojis? If you don't love emojis, I don't love you. Anyways, so this is what it looks like to have your poll. And then whenever you post it, obviously I'm not going to get people voting in the first 1 second, but it looks like this. And then people have the option to click yes or no. So this can be good for you guys if you guys are posting a picture and you're saying, are you looking to buy or sell your home in the next month, whatever. And you can ask questions, and it really drives that one-on-one personal engagement with people, because when you're posting things on your profile, you can have a caption, you can have people go in and comment on your post, but nothing is as personal as creating that one-on-one message. So you really, really, really want to use polls as much as you can. People definitely love doing the polls. I personally love doing them, and everyone that follows me, I get a lot more engagement whenever I'm doing polls. So the last thing we're going to go over is you can actually share images that other people have posted to your story. So how you're going to do that is you're going to click this arrow right underneath the photo. So you have the heart when you like it, and then you have the comment button. Now we're going to click the little arrow. And what I'm going to do is click add to your story, and look, it automatically goes to my story. Okay, so say someone posted a photo of me and I wanted to share it, or I just liked the photo and I wanted to share it for whatever reason. I could just hit share and it's going to go to my story, but I'm going to go back up into the pen tool and I'm going to change the background like we talked about. Okay, just to give it a little more pop. So I'm going to hold my finger down and look, change the background. Now I hit your story, and my post is good to go, and it's on my story. So cool thing about this is I actually did it earlier today, but when you share someone else's story, anyone that follows you can actually click on that and hit see post, and it will bring them straight to the person's page who made that post. So it's really good when you're trying to help out your followers, or you're just trying to share something that someone else has posted, and it's very helpful for everyone else. So that is that. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial, but that is the basics of how you use your Instagram stories, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please reach out if you have any questions. Have a good day.